HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises Avram Avinu, he makes a bris with Avram Avinu, a covenant, and in the bris he says, I'm going to give you this land. Which land? The land of the Keni, the Kenizi, the Kadmoni, the Chiti, the Prizi, the Rephaim, the Amori, the Kanani, the Girgashi, and the Yevusi. The 10 nations that occupied Eretz Yisrael at that time. Rashi says right away, 10 nations were there, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu at the Lamaisa, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as we see in the end of the Torah and the entire Sefer Yeshua, Klal Yisrael only received the land of the 7 nations. What happened to the 10 nations? What happened to the other 3? Rashi brings the pasuk in Yeshaya, Edom, Moav, and Ammon. The first 3 mentioned in the Psukim, Keni, Kenizi, and the Kadmoni, are connected the Edom and the Moav and Ammon that Klal Yisrael did not receive their land, and we will receive their land, like the pasuk says in Yeshaya. At the end of days, when Mashiach comes, that's when we're going to see that land as well. In fact, if we look in the Torah, at the end of the Torah, in Parshas Bechukas and in the Parshias in the end of Bamidbar, Hashem warns Moshe Rabbeinu and Klal Yisrael that they should not fight with Ammon, Moav, and Edom. It's not the time yet. When is the time? Much, much later, when Mashiach comes. Our Chaim says this is one of the simonim, one of the proofs in the Torah that the history of the world is not the history that we live in now. There's a complete history. There's a whole part of history that we have not witnessed yet. When Mashiach comes, that's when everything will fall into place in the proper way. Yes, we lived in Eretz Yisrael during the time of the first Beis HaMikdash, time of the second Jewish Commonwealth, and the second Beis HaMikdash, and we're zeicha to have the opportunity that Yidden can live in Eretz Yisrael today. But this is only all a prologue to the real time of when Mashiach comes, when we're going to be able to get all the 10 nations are going to be given to us, the entire Eretz Yisrael in its entirety, as was intended when HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised it to Avram. Our Chaim says a very interesting remez. If you look in the Psukim, the first 3 are the ones that we didn't get. So Hashem says, I'm going to give you the land of all these 10 kings, and the first kings are the ones that we never got, and the 7 we did get. And the Chaim says this is a remez in this from an episode previously mentioned in this week's parasha. We have the story of the 4 kings against the 5 kings. It's the war between the 4 kings and the 5 kings. The 5 kings captured the 4 kings, and together with the 4 kings, there was also Lot, which was captured, and therefore Avram joined the war, and he joined the 4 kings, and they conquered joined the 5 kings, and together they conquered the 4 kings, and they released Lot, and they saved Lot, and then that war was over. But the Torah takes a lot of effort in describing the war. If we look at the names of the kings who were involved in that war, especially the 4 kings. So we have the 4 kings are Kedar La'omer, the king of Elam, Tidal, the king of Goyim, Amraphel, the king of Shinar, and Aryech, the king of Elazar. Tidal, the king of Goyim. That's a very strange name for a nation. Goyim means the nations, literally. So we have the 3. You have Elam, the kingdom of Elam, kingdom of Shinar, kingdom of Elazar, and the kingdom of the kings. Says the Ar Chaim HaKadosh, this is the remez. Avram was involved in this war. This is not a simple war. This symbolizes that Avram and his descendants are going to have to fight 3 kings plus Goyim, plus Tidal, the Melech of Goyim, plus another 7 nations. And that's why you have the 3 nations mentioned in this passage that we did not get yet, the Keni and the Kenizi and the Kadmoni. Like Rashi says, Edom, Moav, and Ammon and Moav are the 3 that we didn't get. But Avraham Avinu conquers those 3 kings as well as the king of the king of the 7 nations. And also Lavai, when it's the time, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will deliver all the nations, and we'll be able to get Eretz Yisrael in its entirety without anybody stopping us, without anybody preventing us from living in Eretz Yisrael. With the coming of Mashiach, may it be b'meheira v'yameinu the Shabbos. Please don't forget to subscribe. You'll get the video every week by subscribing. Put a like. Thank you very much. Good Shabbos.